I know it's a holiday. I know. Still gotta get up. Still gotta get up.
Enjoy the day.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's the first day of September.
Wow.
2014. It's Labor Day. It's a day off for most of you.
Yeah.
And is the mall open today?
Yes, it is.
The mall's open today.
Yep, big sales going on today in the retail
Big
stores.
sales going on today. Well, good morning, Robin.
Stuff. Good morning, Larry.
How you doing over there?
Good, good, good.
It's Labor Day, and so we have a tradition here at WOCA of on Labor Day telling you some job openings, and we'll do that later on in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that. And it's a very interesting list because this year we have, in addition to the normal resources that we were using in the past, we also have Career Source, which has sent us, I think, about six or seven job openings that you might want to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Now, you might not need a job. If you're listening right now and it's your day off, you say, you know what, I'm fine.
Yeah, right.
I'm going back tomorrow. I don't need a job. In fact, you're probably not even listening. You're sleeping.
That's right.
But maybe somebody you know. Maybe there's somebody you know who needs a job. So we'll try our best to read them in such a way so that you have all of the information necessary so that you don't go barking up the wrong tree, as they say.
Yeah.
At 7:35, though, we won't start with that. What we will start with is a debatable question.
Okay.
And an interesting question, and often, at least in our experience in this show, a topic that can bring emotional, like anger, you know. It is the question of this: does government actually create jobs? Does government actually create jobs? I am so tempted to just jump into that right now, but we'll do that at 7:35. Gosh, isn't that a tempting thing to want to just jump into?
Oh, it is. Very much.
But we won't. We'll talk about that at 7:35. I want to hear your thoughts on this, and I'm going to kind of tell you every different angle of this that I can think of anyway, and hear what you have to say. I have worked for the government.
Yeah.
Once, twice, I think, in my life. I've worked for the state of Florida. News Bites at 8:35. That's when we turn off our opinions, for the most part, and we simply deliver the news. It's all over the world, obviously. We deliver the news bite-size, and that's why we call it News Bites. It's your chance to catch up on the news. If you don't normally listen because you're normally working or whatever, this is something new to you, hopefully you'll enjoy it. It is an opportunity to catch up on the news and get on with your day. Don't ever forget your own news is the most important news, but it is important also to keep up with the world.
Yeah.
Well, at least a little bit.
You have to.
Everything in moderation, as they say, right? So the job openings discussion we're going to do is at 9:05. I don't know if I have enough to fill the whole hour, but I'll try my best to give as much information about the different job openings. In fact, speaking of the mall, there are at least 3 here in the mall that I'll tell you about. Plus, we'll have some fun during that hour between 9 and 10. We'll talk about our first jobs, our worst jobs, celebrity first jobs.
Wow.
And I found an interesting article. It was about some famous employees who didn't have their job because they were either fired or they quit. And they left or were let go because either they were deemed not doing a good enough job or because they just weren't being I don't know what to say. They weren't getting the credit they should have been given. In other words, they weren't respected by their superiors, so they left. And they went on to do major great things.
Can't blame them.
Which could have been, you know, to the benefit of the employer, but it didn't work out that way. So it's fun stuff.
Yeah.
Matt Gibbs is coming on at 10:05. I think it's a rebroadcast. I think Matt is taking today off.
Oh, good for him. He works so hard.
He works hard for his money. Don't call me BMI. Matt is the owner of Sunrise Automotive, and it's probably a rebroadcast. I could be wrong, but if you have a question about your car and Matt's not here, then you'll have to wait till tomorrow because I know they're not open today either.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
And I'll tell you how I know that just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you how I know. Other things I want to talk about this morning is the unemployment in Florida. We've got some reports about that. It's a bit improved. the unemployment rate. We've got a couple of new laws that went into effect today, September 1st.
Oh, okay.
One of them saves you money on your vehicle registration.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You talked about it a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
The other one is you can open up an account in your child's name, and then, or one of those credit bureaus.
Yes.
You can get something set up in your child's name under a new Florida law that begins today. Mm-hmm. It's called the Kids Act, Kids ID Safety or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then you freeze it, and you freeze the information, and that way nobody else can steal your child's identity. Apparently, this is something that bad guys have figured out is a way to get money. They get the social security number of a child.
Yes.
They then borrow money or whatever they do with that social security number. Nobody knows because the child is a child. And then when the child becomes 16 or 17 or whatever, that social security number needs to be used for maybe a car loan or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. You got bad credit. What?
Yeah.
I never did anything.
Yeah.
And so this is a way to prevent that. I mean, a bad guy could literally get away with something for 14, 15, probably forever.
Sure.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so that's the new law that went into effect in Florida. Smart idea, by the way. And Adam Putnam is, I guess, the one we credit to that one. Mm-hmm. Also temporary jobs. Temporary jobs are a big deal now. I remember going to a tempo agency when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
In fact, that's what it was called, was tempo up in New York. I used to get these day jobs. We've got a day job office here in Ocala.
Sure we do.
So it's nothing new, and but it's bigger than I realized. And a lot of people, that is their job. They go every single day. They've been doing it for years. Mm-hmm. They don't have any complaints. Every day is something different, something new.
Yeah.
Different levels of education requirements.
Yep.
Or lack of requirements. Sometimes they don't. You just have to be there. Just show up.
Sure.
Day labor, they call it, right around here.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that sometime today, too. Fun with Joe. I'm sticking with the Labor Day topic.
Oh, okay.
I'm presuming that Joe's coming in.
Yes, he
I
probably
don't know.
will.
But if
He's
he
a
is,
trooper.
let's see. In the movies, there are jobs that were played by actors in different films. Mm-hmm. And so I will tell you the job. I'll tell you the job that was performed. And you'll have to tell me who the actor was that played that role, and you get a point. And you get another point if you tell me the movie that it was in.
Oh, cool.
All right, so there's an opportunity to get 2 points today. I don't know if there's a prize today. Is there a good prize?
Oh, yeah, there's a prize.
Sometimes on holidays,
the
the prize givers don't give us anything on the
Yeah,
prize.
but we always rustle something up, so we'll have a prize.
Rustle something up.
Yes, we will.
And
Rustle.
then with Galen, now I don't know if Galen's back from Atlanta yet. I don't know if he's done with the Dragon Con. He sounded like he was having a blast on Friday when we chatted with him.
Yeah, the photos are great, by the way.
Oh, I didn't
Love
see
them.
him. Oh, I'll have to go on. You in on Facebook?
Yeah, I posted them from day one on the WOCA Facebook page and with the whole album, but Galen Unold is standing there behind the Instagram photo.
That one. Yes, I did see that one.
So you've seen those.
Yeah, okay. But when Galen calls in, if he does or if he doesn't, the topic will be the same. It's the strangest jobs in history. Where do you hear some of the jobs that people used to actually do
Wow, this is scary.
in history? And you know that Elton John song, Whipping Boy?
Yes.
Whipping Boy.
Yes.
Right? Well, I never knew what a whipping boy was. In fact, I never even asked myself, well, what is a whipping boy? Where do you find out what a whipping boy was? It was an actual job.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, where do you find out?
Okay, not a person.
We are a weird species. We are a very weird species.
See, Elton John was giving us a history lesson we didn't even know.
All right, so let's take a couple of second looks at the news before we do anything else. SpaceX had an explosion in Texas. One of their rockets exploded after the liftoff.
That's horrible.
Nobody was on it. Nobody was underneath it. Everybody was okay. But I'm sure lots of money was gone in that thing.
Yeah, but at least SpaceX is.
Did you see it? I mean, on video?
I did not see it, but SpaceX is phenomenal because they're making sure that the United States is still in the, in the competition in the space area of exploration.
Yeah.
They took over since the government dropped the ball.
SpaceX, let's see, the rocket was called, had a funny name, the F9R, which stands for Falcon 9 Reusable Development 1 Vehicle. It's an experimental one, so maybe the experimental part of this is some reason to realize that maybe that was it was expected that something might go wrong. Maybe this is a rocket that goes up and I guess does what it needs to do and launches the rest of the stuff and then comes back down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Reusable.
And lands, yeah. So that is kind of cool.
Yep. Get your deposit back if you find it.
And I guess finally, Smiley the monkey was spotted.
She was cool.
Smiley the monkey. Yes, she. For those of you who have seen Smiley, you beat us to it because I had heard of so much. It has been 2008. Let's see, what's that? 6 years?
Yeah.
So 6 years ago was when I first heard about this smiling monkey at Silver Springs that threw rocks at an alligator. Mm-hmm. Some kids were in a capsized canoe in the water, and I guess the monkey was credited with saving them. I don't know.
And you got a video of her.
Yeah, cool.
Smiling
we'll be right
at
back.
you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Joe Chiaro. More talks set today aimed at easing the crisis in Ukraine. Some U.S. lawmakers calling on President Obama to provide weapons to Ukraine.
Thousands of Russian troops are here with tanks, missiles, heavy artillery, and are directly engaged in what is clearly an invasion.
Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman, Democratic Senator Robert Menendez on CNN's State of the Union. Doctors at New York City's Mount Sinai Hospital reportedly beginning to bring comedian Joan Rivers out of a medically induced coma.
The family is really in a holding pattern right now, but they remain optimistic. Just last night, Melissa Rivers released a statement saying, "Thank you for your continued love and support. We are keeping our fingers crossed."
Teresa Priolo of Fox News TV affiliate WNYW. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. And with summer here, it's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Who would you feed if you had 50 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall have teamed up to reward one organization with 50 chicken sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for the great work that organization is doing in our community. And we need your help. See, there are so many great people doing great things that we need nominations. You can nominate your own organization or any organization you choose. Simply send an email to WOCA@WOCA.com. And in 350 words or less, tell us why the organization you are nominating should receive 50 free chicken sandwiches from WOCA and Chick-fil-A at the Paddock Mall. We'll review your nominations and then select one deserving organization each month. We'll announce the winner and even read the winning entry on the air. Make sure to include the contact name and phone number of the organization that you are nominating. And thanks from your friends at WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
News Talk 1370 WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
All right, thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's just a beautiful first day of September.
Yeah.
Monday morning, 73 degrees here at the Source WOCA, broadcasting live from the studios just outside the WOCA commissary, located in the Paddock Mall.
Yep.
Some of you might still be referring to the WOCA commissary as the food court, but as you know, it is the WOCA commissary.
Yes, it is.
They don't know that, but it's what we call it.
That's right.
It's what we eat.
Yeah.
So if we eat there, it must be our commissary.
Exactly.
They don't ever seem to complain when I bring my bagged lunch over there.
No, they don't.
Well, we are at work. This is our job.
Yes.
This is what we do. And we hope you're having a great Labor Day. Maybe you are working as we are. Maybe you are taking the day off. If you are, thank you for listening to the radio on your day off. That's a nice thing. So I have this debatable topic, and I invite you to engage in the debate about whether governments create jobs or not. But first, before we do that,
Yes.
the Marion County Veterans Services has an announcement. Veterans and their families will soon be able to receive assistance from Marion County Veterans Services at the Cascades.
Yeah.
Beginning September 5th, Veteran Services staff will be available at the Cascades office complex at 1515 East Silver Springs Boulevard in room 115. Haven't they always been there?
Yeah, they have. They've always been there.
Okay, so this is from 10 a.m. till noon and 1 till 3 on the first and fourth Friday of each month, but they've changed something, obviously.
Yeah.
Veteran Services staff can help veterans and their families obtain their Veterans Administration benefits, including compensation, pension, health care, education, death, and burial benefits. They can also assist veterans seeking to replace lost medals awarded while serving on active duty. I guess the only thing you need now is the phone number. It's 671-8422. 671-8422. You may call us and ask us to repeat that. We don't mind.
Yep. It's on Facebook.
We are here for you.
Yep.
I love it on days like this. We have on many holidays we change what we do and we fill it in with music. Those holidays would be Christmas, and I guess we do that on the 4th of July. And
yep, Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, we do that a lot. Yeah.
Yep, we do.
But on Labor Day, we try to actually make it useful information. Not that music isn't useful.
It is useful.
But job openings is something. Right now we don't have the job openings this minute, but I just want you to know that's kind of what it's like. The centerpiece of today's program is the job openings. So yesterday, just real quickly, I want to kind of elaborate on our monkey sighting yesterday. Saturday.
Yes.
Thank you.
We just all our days run together. We do so much.
Saturday. So let's go back in time to 2008, and you might have read about it or may have seen it on Facebook. I can't even remember anything. Back in those days, Silver Springs was still a tourist attraction, was not a state park yet. The rentals of canoes were not there at the springs. They were.
No.
Where would you rent the canoes back in those days?
You'd have to go to a separate business and then haul it over to the boat basin and put it in, and then go up the river to go into the headwaters of Silver Springs.
But you could go into the headwaters.
Yeah, as long as you paddle from the boat basin up, you could not release it in the headwaters of
So it could be your own canoe, it could have been a rented canoe. But anyway, some kids in a canoe, 3 of them. I guess they were up near the Silver Springs attraction. I don't really know where they were, but this was 2008. And it happens all the time. I mean, people capsize their canoes all the time in the river.
Yeah, we were there one Sunday
Yeah.
playing, and we saw them fall over.
It's really not a big deal. I mean, typically you just simply wade over to the edge where you can stand a little bit, even if it is mushy underneath your feet.
Yeah.
Because I've not been in that particular river, but I've had that same exact experience in the Rainbow River.
Yeah.
And it is kind of mushy toward the edges where you can stand, so you can and you can't stand. But anyway, the point is, you can remedy the situation pretty quickly just by getting to shore and putting the canoe upright so you can get back into it.
Right.
Okay.
We've all done that.
Well, the story was it 2008? Was that the year?
2008, you said.
2008. There was 3 kids. I don't know if I'm saying that, but let me know. I'd been 18. They might have been young adults. Who knows? But they capsized. The story they told is they went to the shore to do exactly what I just described. And there was an alligator. I don't know if it was approaching them or was just laying there. I don't know. And they're probably not going to attack them. I mean, I know a lot of people are afraid to go into these rivers, especially tubing, because of the alligators. And I know there are alligator attacks in the news sometimes, like that one in Juniper that time. That guy lost a hand or something.
Yeah. Hand.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, well, Juniper is a very, very narrow waterway.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Very narrow.
Anyway, so the story was that these kids were a little frightened, and I don't blame them, for this alligator, because this alligator was right there. And this monkey came out of the woods. Of course, the woods are loaded with monkeys, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And was smiling and was throwing rocks or sticks or both at this alligator. And the alligator said, "Oh, okay, I'll go the other way then." And the alligator left.
Yeah.
Okay, big deal, no big deal, right? So the kids reported about this monkey, this smiling monkey. And, okay, so then you and I said on the air, this goes way back till like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
We said, "Oh my gosh, I want to see this monkey." Okay, so then in order to see this monkey, you have to get to the Silver River. To get to the Silver River, you got to get the canoe, as you just said. You can take the glass bottom boats, but the likelihood anyway. I think we went out one time, and I don't think I saw any monkeys, let alone a smiling one.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So this past Saturday, we decided we were going to practice our music at Silver Springs.
Yes.
We do that now and then. It's beautiful over there. It's a nice place to do this.
Gorgeous.
All right. So then we wanted to take some pictures, and so Robin walked up to the old bridge. If you're familiar with Silver Springs, when you walk into Silver Springs and you turn to the right, there used to be a bridge. Concrete bridge that took you over to the area of the park that had the alligator shows and the otter shows, I think.
Yeah, the otters. And
whatever was over there. There was capybaras over there, the big rodents.
Everything.
Anyway, that bridge is now totally gone.
Yep.
And there's like a grass rampway instead of a concrete rampway.
Yeah, but it ends at the edge.
It ends right at the edge, like where the bridge would have been. So Robin goes up there and sees this beautiful spring, which has always been there, this boil, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back and tell me, "Hey, if you want to get a good shot, go up there. There's a boil." Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, we knew about it years ago. So I went up there and I heard something in the tree.
Yeah.
I looked, and sure enough, there's a monkey coming down the tree, right?
Yeah.
The monkey comes down the tree, gets to the ground, looks at me, and smiles.
It's such a great video you got.
And I have my camera, and I'm not even sure because the sun is kind of bright, and you know those little viewing screens. I wasn't sure what I had it aimed at. Had no idea if I even got a shot of the monkey or not. Let alone could you see it smiling? All right, so and I promise we have a debatable topic, but don't worry, we got plenty of time today for everything.
That's right, we do.
All right, so the monkey then leaves, just kind of walks away, looks at me, smiles, and walks away. Now I could see it with my own eyes, but I didn't know if I captured it on the video. So I went back to Rob. I said, I saw a monkey.
That was exciting.
I think I may have seen Smiley. I'm not so sure. Now, we hadn't ever seen Smiley. Now, Smiley was always referred to as he. Smiley threw rocks at the gator, and he saved the day.
Yeah.
All right. Whether he did or not, you can question that. And whether this monkey was actually Smiley or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I'd be lying to you if I told you it was. or that I knew. But anyway, I'm calling it Smiley because the thing smiled at me.
Huge smile.
Huge smile.
Huge. I mean, you
a
can
Milton
really
Berle smile.
see it.
I mean, it
Yeah.
had that big teeth like Milton Berle has.
Yeah, you can really see
Had.
it. Yeah.
So anyway, then when I got home, I looked at the video, and sure enough, I got the shot. I couldn't believe it. I
that
couldn't
was
believe
awesome.
it. So I'm so excited about it. So I shared it online. I don't know how many people have gotten a shot of Smiley the monkey, but now I'm no veterinarian, but I looked at it closely. Looks to me like a female monkey.
Yeah, I scrutinized it too. It looks like a female.
I see some female parts on that monkey.
It didn't see any male parts
Right.
on its tush.
Right, you didn't see the
Looked at that.
the telltale signs
That's right.
of a monkey, of a male monkey. I don't know. I mean, somebody else might look at it and say, "Larry, that is a male now," or you don't know what you're looking at because after all. But anyway, so we got a shot. I put it on Facebook. I'll see if I can put it on the WOCA Facebook as
Yeah,
well.
that'd be great.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For this Labor Day holiday, we'll see intervals of clouds and sun, and there can be a thunderstorm around over the interior primarily during the late morning and afternoon hours, high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy tonight, low 71 to 75. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a hit-or-miss thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. For Wednesday, partly sunny with the best chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, less proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Even one late night makes us look less healthy and much less attractive to others. Get some sleep, sit up straight, and we're good to go. The toilet seat is probably the cleanest thing you'll touch in a public restroom. What you talk about at a meal, much more important than what you eat. Draw people out by asking everybody for the high point and low point of their day. We used to call them highs and lows at my family dinner.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Labor Day morning. It is the first day of September. It's a day off for many of you. If you go to the Food Network websites, you'll find lots of ideas for food.
I bet you
for
will.
today. I don't know why they do this, because most people know exactly what they want to eat on a cookout day.
Oh, exactly. And the grocery stores accommodate. There's always a lot of buy one, get one frees or two for something, or it's really great.
All right, so 73 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. Let's talk about this topic. That's not it. The myth of job creation. Before I tell you the opinion of an opinion piece in the New York Times and the responses to it from different people, I want to tell you my thought on government job creation.
Mm-hmm.
When politicians say they're going to create jobs, if elected into office, the government definitely has job opportunities. I mean, there are 1,400 jobs alone just with the Marion County, right? Just with the county?
Exactly.
So, from what I understand.
Just with the county.
Okay, so 1,400 jobs created. 1,400 jobs that really do serve us. They serve us well. So there's nothing that I have to say negative about the jobs that are created by government. I'm sure there are a portion of government jobs that are stupid, for lack of a better, I can't think of a good word. But, jobs that are just paper pushers, pencil pushers, jobs that are just like, we could really do without that. But I think the bulk of the jobs that government creates are good ones. Policeman, that's a good job.
Yes.
That's a good thing to have in a community, as a police force.
Important.
A firefighting force, that's a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Guys who can build roads and maintain roads, that's a pretty good thing. Guys who can pick up garbage, guys and ladies, I'm not trying to be sexist here.
Mm-hmm.
But those are all very, very good things. They're all created by government and all necessary in the society. We have to have those things. Teachers, obviously, hugely important, and all educators, meaning the folks who clean the schools, the folks who administrate the schools, and the teachers themselves, etc. Everybody along those lines, and you could go on and on and on. Corrections officers, obviously, hugely important. And I don't even know where to stop with this. The one big difference, though, between the jobs that government creates that I just named and jobs that the private sector creates is that jobs that the private sector creates make sellable items. They make things. They make
notebooks.
They chop down trees and they sell lumber.
Yeah.
They put together books. They put together products. They build cars.
They make candles.
They make stuff. Yeah. And then they sell stuff. And that stuff that gets sold makes a profit. And from those profits come the taxes. Mm-hmm. And from those taxes pays for the government-made jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. So we understand how this works. You couldn't have a society with all government-created jobs because there'd be nobody paying the taxes to pay for those jobs.
That's right.
So you have to have the private sector to support the public sector. The two things have to work hand in hand. So when you have a politician say, I'm going to create jobs, you have to ask the politician,
yes.
How?
That's
what
right.
do you mean? And I'm not being facetious here because I believe there is a way for politicians not to create jobs, but to create an environment that allows jobs to be created.
Yeah, like tax credits.
Like tax credits, which ironically is what some people don't want because they say corporations are the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
But corporations are the ones, if you don't give them a tax break, they don't stay here. They go elsewhere.
That's right.
All right. So this is why there's always been this disagreement between the left and the right about whether the government creates jobs or not. Of course the government creates jobs, but you can't have those jobs without the private sector jobs. Right. You're not going to have the private sector jobs if you keep discouraging them from locating in the area that's going to provide the taxes that'll provide the jobs for those public jobs.
Exactly.
Okay? That's the simple math. That has to be recognized by our elected officials when it comes to this.
Walmart distribution center.
Well, any distribution center.
Yeah.
And there are certainly, and we forgot to mention mailmen. Of course, mailmen are delivering the mail.
Oh, yeah.
But again, in the mailman's case, there is actually a sellable product. It's the stamps. I don't know how much of the postage pays for the mailman and how much of it is tax money. I don't really know the difference there. But we have this discussion. We have to remember that an elected official can actually make a difference.
Yes.
In the presidential debate between Mitt Romney and Obama last cycle around, there was one thing they seemed to agree on. They agreed that government does not create jobs, which was an interesting thing. Mr. Romney said government does not create jobs, and then he said it again, government does not create jobs. Mr. Obama, during the last election cycle debate, he said his political opponents had long harped on this notion that I think government creates jobs. This is a quote from President Obama. That somehow is the answer. That's not what I believe, he said. He went on to praise free enterprise and to say that government's role to create the conditions for everyone to have a fair shot at success. In other words, the one thing they did agree on was that government does not create jobs. My position is that government does, but it's also important to create an environment so that the jobs that actually pay for those jobs can exist.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone. I want to hear what you all have to say about this one. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, in the post office, all of the post office labor is paid for out of the sale of stamps and services.
So it's almost like a private business.
Government subsidy of the post office, with the exception of certain classes of mail, which are subsidized by the government. The frank mail for members of Congress, and the free mail for the blind, and the free mail from combat zones for Americans serving overseas.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's cool to know.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Thank you, Jim.
Free mail for the blind. I didn't
Appreciate
know
that. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
But so what Jim described, an organization that we thought maybe it was once upon a time a federal program, the post office, but what we thought was a federal job.
Yeah, I thought it was always federal.
Is apparently almost like a private enterprise. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Happy Labor Day.
Hey, Hugh.
Thanks for being on the air. It's always nice to have you guys on a holiday weekend. See, the government creates a lot of work when they declare military action anywhere in the world. They put the boys to work. The guys are making bullets and bombs and airplanes and tanks and everything else.
That's true. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's true.
Unfortunate, but it is very true.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay, talk to you later.
Thank you. And in that case, the money that pays for it is tax money. I don't know if there's a profit. I guess when there's a contract, like with Lockheed Martin or whatever company makes
or Boeing,
the tanks, makes the ammunition, makes the guns, makes the weaponry.
Yeah.
I believe all of those are contracted companies.
Yes, they are.
So they're private companies being contracted by the government. So in essence, your tax dollars go to the government, which then go to the private sector, so that the tangible physical product that is created by those companies ends up in the hands of the workers, so to speak, the soldiers.
Because they put in
and in a way, the same thing is true for your tax dollars with a government car.
Yeah.
If you see the sheriff's car, for example, it's paid for with tax money.
Yep.
Even though the manufacturer of the car was a private car manufacturer.
Yeah.
Right?
But it put in a bid for him.
So the New York Times had an article, and they disagreed with both Mitt Romney and President Obama.
Oh.
They said the government does create jobs, millions of them, and then they went on to say teachers, police officers, firefighters, soldiers, sailors, astronauts, epidemiologists, anti-terrorism agents, park rangers, diplomats, governors, etc. And of course, we've already mentioned them.
Yeah.
Then their article says, first, the basics. At last count, government at all levels, federal, state, and local, employed 22 million Americans, with the largest segment working in public education. Since the late 1980s, the number of public sector workers has averaged about 7.3 for every 100 people. With the loss of 569,000 government jobs since 2009, that ratio now stands at 7 per 100. So 7 government workers for every 100 private sector workers, which means that those 100 private sector workers pay taxes that eventually pay for those 7 workers. And I'm not saying those 7 workers aren't necessary. They are very necessary. Nobody's saying that. All I'm trying to say in argument with the New York Times opinion piece is that while, yes, the government can create jobs, the government's responsibility is to create a free enterprise environment, which, guess what? They have really dropped the ball on that one.
Exactly.
And it's exactly what some of the people who are anti-corporations seem to be yapping about. Mm-hmm. They don't like the idea that the corporations get tax credits or anything of the sort. It just doesn't. I've never been able to. In my philosophy of debate, is that everybody engaged in a debate. Oh, we're almost out of time. Everybody engaged in a debate. We can continue this later, but everybody engaged in a debate gets respect. That's the way I approach a debate. You've got a smart idea, smart opinion. It might be different than mine, but because it's smart, I want to hear yours, because maybe there's something that I'm wrong about, or maybe there's something you're wrong about, or maybe there's something in between. Mm-hmm. And I guess I'll leave it at that. We'll be back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.